September 2006. A conference room in a mid-sized American city. A successful businesswoman sits across from two recruiters for a self-improvement program. Before she can join, they ask her to hand over something that could end her career. Not money, not a contract. A secret written in her own hand, signed. And the strange part is this: she gives it willingly. By the mid-2000s, the self-help industry is booming. Seminars promise discipline, confidence, breakthroughs. Into this world steps a program based in upstate New York. It calls itself a human potential company. Its members are lawyers, actors, heiresses, executives, people used to being in control of their own lives. At the center is a man named Keith Raniere. He does not present himself as a leader demanding obedience. He presents himself as a teacher with answers. Soft-spoken, patient, always available for one more conversation. Members describe feeling truly heard, some for the first time in years. The curriculum has a name: Executive Success Programs. It promises personal growth through structure and accountability. What nobody in that first seminar room understands is simple. They are not walking into a self-help class. They are walking into a system built to be entered easily and left with great difficulty. The system rarely asks for much at first. It asks for a weekend course, then another, then a deeper level with a longer waitlist and a higher price. Members are told the exclusivity is proof of value. Along the way come new friendships, a shared vocabulary, inside jokes only insiders understand. Slowly, members invest more. Their time, their savings, eventually, their sense of who they are outside the group. Psychologists have a term for this pattern: escalation of commitment. People rarely surrender control in a single day. They surrender it across hundreds of small decisions, each one small enough to seem reasonable. Each one small enough to seem reasonable. On its own, by the early 2010s, an inner circle forms within the outer organization. It has a name few members recognize. At first, DOS, a Latin acronym meaning master over slave. New recruits are told it is a women's empowerment group, built on radical accountability. They are not told who sits at the top of its structure. They are not told how many layers exist above them. All they are told is this: to join, they must first prove their commitment. Proof of commitment has a name inside: DOS, Collateral. Before being accepted, a woman is asked to hand over something she cannot take back. A signed letter admitting to something she did not do. Personal photographs. A recorded confession involving someone she loves. The instructions are framed gently, as an exercise in trust and vulnerability. Refusal is treated as a sign she is not ready for growth. So most women comply. The mechanism works in 4 simple steps. First, a secret is handed over. Second, that secret creates a bond, because now there is something to lose. Third, the bond creates silence, because speaking out means the secret becomes public too. Fourth, silence becomes power, held entirely by whoever keeps the file. Nothing about this requires threats or violence. In the moment, the leverage already exists, quietly, in a folder. Some women are told the collateral will only ever be used if they betray the group. Others are asked for more. Again and again, each request framed as the next level of dedication. By the time a woman understands what she is actually given away, she is already inside a structure with real consequences for leaving. At this point, walking away is no longer a simple decision. It is a calculation of what she stands to lose. Outsiders often ask why intelligent, accomplished people stayed. The more useful question is different. What keeps anyone inside a system after the warning signs appear? Researchers point to 4 overlapping forces. Commitment. The more a person has already invested time, money, loyalty, the harder it becomes to admit the investment was a mistake. Cognitive dissonance. Believing you are a smart, capable person while also being controlled creates a painful contradiction. And it is often easier to defend the group than to sit with the contradiction. Social identity. Years inside the group mean friendships, partners, even careers are built entirely within it. So leaving feels like leaving behind an entire life, not just a program. And dependency. Some members become financially entangled with the organization, owing money or running businesses tied to it. unable to walk away without collapsing their own livelihood. None of these forces require a person to be foolish. They only require time, investment, and a system patient enough to apply them slowly. In 2018, Keith Raniere was arrested. In 2019, he was convicted on charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering. Several senior members were also charged in the years that followed. In court, prosecutors laid out the collateral system in detail. The letters, the photographs, the years of pressure disguised as personal growth. For the women who testified, the hardest part was rarely explaining what had happened to them. It was explaining why they stayed so long, why intelligence and success had not been enough to protect them. The most dangerous systems rarely open with a demand no one would accept. They open with a request that sounds entirely reasonable. Then, step by step, saying no becomes harder than staying quiet. The prison had no walls, just small yes, one after another.